4. Return to Sicily. Sicily welcomed her with its cruel beauty. Sicily, Ortigia, Marzamemi, places that shine in the sun and scratch in the dark. The festival filled her days, setting up the stage, rehearsing, putting on makeup, playing the part of the artist who enchants both young and old. At night, she came alive in her work. She felt the light return for a moment, but in the morning, in the empty camper, it faded again. She kept herself busy so she wouldn't think, but pain knew how to wait, and it would seize her when she least expected it. There, where the year before she had cried, even the air itself seemed to remind her of it. Places have memory. They hold on to pain like dust, fine and subtle, between the stones. Every step reopened wounds she had pretended to forget. Inside her, two lives coexisted, that of the artist, who amazed the audience, and that of the woman who returned to the camper and let herself fall onto the bed, emptied. The more she repeated to herself, "It's just work, it's just a season," the more she felt the emptiness. She was just trying to fill something that didn't want to be filled. The pain from the unjust loss of Stefano was still there. She hadn't healed. Not completely. 5. Stefano. 6 years earlier, Sara had met Stefano Aschicli during a festival. He was the sound technician for the Fandango, an acrobat duo. On stage, the two performers brought to life a suspended tango, amid ropes and fabrics. He stayed in the shadows, focused, invisible. And yet without him, that magic wouldn't have existed. Every evening, at the end of the show, she would sit in a corner and watch him work. One time, she gathered her courage and said to him, "Well done, great job. You're the first person to tell me that. No one ever notices me," he replied. From that moment, a silent ritual was born. She would watch him. He would set up and take down. Few words, quick greetings. Then one night, he said, "I need to walk. Will you come?" They walked for hours through the empty streets of Scicli. Stefano began to talk about his childhood, marked by fear and a violent mother. His refuge in Lagos and solitude. "I don't need anyone," he finally said. "All I need is a small candle to feel illuminated." In that moment, Sara realized she wanted to be that candle. Not as a lover, but as a mother. She wanted to give him all the love he had never received without asking for anything in return. She wanted to protect him. Their bond continued at a distance. He would disappear and come back, always over nothing at all. All it took was a misunderstood word, and he would run away. Then he would reappear just as easily. "I'll run away again," he told her once. "But I won't forget you. I'll always come back." For 6 years, Sara loved him like that, the way you love an adult child, who doesn't want to be saved. She was his home without an address. Every phone call from Stefano was a celebration. Every silence an emptiness to be filled. Until one day she asked, "What place do I have in your life?" "You know I love you like a mother." It was like flipping a switch. Stefano disappeared again, but this time with malice. He told her she was a stalker and to never bother him again. That rejection wasn't just the end of a relationship. It was the denial of years of motherly love, selfless, patient. For Sara, it was a deep trauma. It felt to her as if the world was collapsing. No one reached out a hand to her. Voicemails, empty, silence. She realized she had to save herself. Stefano had taken her light, but she had to find it again. She started with small things. A coffee in the sun, a new dress, a kind word. She returned to work with determination. On stage, the audience's smiles were her medicine. Little by little, her light returned. Stefano remained a painful memory, but a distant one. And that new summer, Sara was starting to believe again, to hope and to love.